motion on the floor from Councilman Soha, seconded by Councilman Flynn. Any further conversation? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Do I have a motion to approve the amended agenda?
So moved. Second.
Motion to approve the amended agenda from Councilman Soha, seconded by Councilman Morrissey. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. We have an agenda. We'll move on to Roman numeral 4, public comments on agenda items. You will have 3 minutes. Please state your name and your address or your ward, and please restrict your comments to items that are directly related to tonight's agenda, as amended. The podium is open. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sally Clark from the EDP. We're at 181 Simpson Drive in Litchfield, Michigan. Hello, Council. I'm Sally Clark. I am new to the EDP, and I'm here to talk about Cobra Moto and support Cobra Moto. The EDP supports Cobra Moto's $28 million investment in Hillsdale, which will create 70 new jobs in our community. Cobra Moto continues to demonstrate its commitment to innovation and growth, helping to put Hillsdale on the map as a premier destination to work here in Hillsdale and live here in Hillsdale. We are grateful for their investment and the positive impact it will bring to our region. Once again, I would like to thank the council for their encouragement to keep Cobra Moto in our area and encourage them to thrive here in Hillsdale. Thank you.
Thank you. There's one other thing I should say. We do have a public hearing for Cobra Moto, and we should, no problem at all, but we should have the public comment during that period, I believe, correct? Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you, sorry about that. Didn't mean to call you out, that's not a problem. Oh.
Hello everyone, Scott Kress, Ward 4. I'd like to make a comment on 2 agenda items this evening. First, I refer to what I saw as page 51 in the online PDF of the packet, which does concern the public hearing concerning Cobra Moto, but my comment is not about Cobra Moto directly. I note that the staff member providing background to this item is titled Assistant City Manager Sam Fry. We were informed at the last council meeting that Fry has been promoted to this position in a budget-neutral manner by reallocating money, presumably towards the new Assistant City Manager's salary. I think this prompts several questions that I think are important to the citizens of the city, and I do offer these in good faith. Number 1, is there a job description for the Assistant City Manager position? Number 2, does the Assistant City Manager have any supervisory responsibilities? 3, if the current City Manager is incapacitated, does the Assistant City Manager assume operational responsibility for the city? 4, will the Assistant City Manager report to Council? 5, can the Council terminate the Assistant City Manager if such an action were deemed necessary? 6, is there historical precedent for an Assistant City Manager position in Hillsdale? My 7th question, is this position provided for in our charter? Following that, if no, then by what authority was the position created? 9, did the council participate in the selection process and consent to Fry's promotion? 10, did the council determine the financial commitment to pay for the Assistant City Manager? When various positions are filled, will Fry continue in this position? When various positions are filled, will Fry continue to receive increased compensation? Is there a contract that discusses these matters? And has the council reviewed this arrangement at all? I hope that the council will take these questions seriously. In light of pressing questions, I make a request about a second agenda item. I ask that the council not approve of Mr. Fry's appointment to the MSCPA board. Now, I accept that he may be an incredibly qualified person, but I think that the citizens of this community need to understand Mr. Fry's position and his relationship to the city staff and the council before he is given more responsibility. Again, I offer these questions and thoughts in good faith. I'm willing to hear the answers to these, and I hope that you will consider what I've said. Thank you.
Thank you.
Howard Spence, Apple Run Apartments, Hillsdale.
down. I have no doubt that when Camp Hope was begun, it was started with the best of intentions. But it seems to have changed. The council has been allowing management to do as they please, when they please, and then only ask for the hubris that they have down there. The fine that was the slap on the wrist to them the last time about the tent, has it even been paid yet? They have storage containers down there. They said they're gonna keep that tent up for storage. My guess is that at some point, they're gonna have overflow of people in their new building, and it's gonna become another housing unit. I worked for 24 years in mechanical structural stuff. Blueprint, permit, then the work is done. Then it's approved or not. From what I've read on their Facebook page, they've not done either of those things. They started doing some of the work to remodel the building. Has it been rezoned? Is it going to be rezoned residential from commercial? And if it's not, doesn't pass zoning or whatever, they're still gonna use it? I'm guessing yes. Apple Run's a quiet community, always has been. We've had our share of problems down there from the campgrounds, especially the people who live down nearest to it at the end of the parking lot. When the camp closes down for the night, when the store closes for the evening, the party begins. There's nobody watching them. But if it's a regular shelter, it's supposed to be manned 24/7 with somebody in supervisional purpose. But as long as the council continues to remain spineless, excuse my French, and not hold them to the codes that are supposed to be met, they're gonna keep doing what they want. I still believe that there's gonna be more problems, just like the woman we had spent 8 hours on our community picnic area this past week, until the police finally convinced her to move on. Pretty soon we're gonna have even more visitors. We've had troubles with people trying to come into apartments. I don't know about any cars being messed with yet, but that's a matter of time. My opinion. You just need to make her do what you're supposed to do. If you want to have that there, I think it should be outside the city. And how many of these residents are actually county residents, let alone city residents? I'm not just using somebody here in town's home addresses or home records to get their benefits. It's not good for the community, it's not in a good place, it needs to be someplace else where it's not going to be offending other people. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening, Jerry Brown, I live out at Lake Bel Air. I'm on the new board of directors for Hope Harbor. The unhousing situation is not going to go away. It's going to get a whole lot worse. 16% of the county, of 52,000 people, are living in poverty. The cost of renting an apartment is just skyrocketing. And this doesn't even count for people who are going through the most difficult part of their lives. No friends, no family, single parents, people that are really going through trauma. Missy, in 2.5 years since the issue came up of trying to arrest people that are homeless, trying to provide a temporary place where they can get a shower, where they can get a meal, where they can get fresh clothes, where they can get a telephone, where they can get a computer to look for a job, where they can get a hold of different agencies because they have no clue of where these agencies are at. So for 2.5 years, over 300 people, citizens of Hillsdale, have lived at Camp Hope. We are so close to converting Camp Hope into Hope Harbor. Missy is literally donating her permanent building, 1,100 square feet, in order to get rid of the tent and put people into permitted occupied building that she has used as her storage building and preparation building so that she can carry on her business in the thrift center. Spent over $75,000 out of her pocket to try to keep this thing going. We are so close to getting the permit from the city building official to get occupancy in this building for 16 people. We've had many times 25 people at the camp. So it's not a full 100% solution at this time, but we do, we have a really good board of directors, very active people. They know what's going on with going with the shelters in Jackson, the shelters in Adrian, and they're trying to help us. So please help us if you can. Thank you.
Thank you.
James Edward Thomas, 2200 Bar Street, Hillsdale Township. I don't apologize to everybody ahead of time. I usually, when I speak my own words. Right now, I'm going to be reading somebody else's, so if I fumble around a little bit, I apologize. You can reference this on page 67 of the packet and 68 of the packet for the meeting. Camp Home History, July 18th, 2023. Health Department agency conducted an inspection, met with owner, and issued letter to Hillsdale Community Thrift Store for violation of Michigan Compiled Law Section numbers, operating a temporary camping facility with 5 or more sites without a campground license. The letter ordered discontinuation of the campground within 60 days, September 16th, 2023. October 3rd, 2023, Health Department letter issued, verifying that the property was in compliance with state campground law, camping limited to no more than 4 sites, and so no campground license was required. They did not address any other potential violations of state law or city ordinance. Copy of both letters provided to the city assessor's office on September 24, 2024. May 29th, 2024, Hillsdale Daily News reports 19 people living in the tent or occupying office space at thrift store. September 19th, 2024, Collegian article stated that there were at one time 17 tents and inaccurately stated to comply with state regulations Desjardins, I don't want to mispronounce somebody's name and be rude, I apologize about that, obtained a camping license enabling the site to legally host multiple tents and provide structured shelter. October 30th, 2024, code enforcement staff met with owner and issued a formal letter of construction without zoning compliance permit with a 90-day deadline to remove, lost my place, I apologize everybody, to remove structure. September 19th, Collegian article says 17. October 30th, code enforcement staff met with, I apologize, there's my place. October 20th, 2024, Hillsdale Daily News article reported 23 residents housed in tent, including children. December 2nd, 2024, council members made it clear during discussion that they would not support forcible eviction and removal of tent during the winter months. January 7th, 2025, request submitted and approved to extend deadline to April 30th, 2025. March 14th, 2025. Submitted extension for December, denied, said we still have 11 people in tent, still working on housing them. Our goal is to have them all housed before. Now I'm looking 3, 2, 1. I'm not even at the done with page 67. There's a whole page 68. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I guess some of our people out there have aged out of Child Protective Services, and there's no place to go. They get turned 18 years old, they, all their lives, they don't have social security cards, they don't have birth certificates. We help them get that. We have organizations that come there and help them with their problems. Where are they gonna go? You want them in the county courthouse in front of there? That'd be where there's facilities. If you can supply a good place for them to go, I'm all for it. But you can't just drop it. You can't just drop the human beings. They do a lot of good things. Yes, there's a lot to do. We're working on it. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, what was your name, sir?
Leon Roberts.
Did you get that, Katie? Leon Roberts? Thank you. Rogers, thank you.
Melissa Descharden, Ward 3, Hillsdale Community Thrift. I thought I'd come up here and clear the air before any more accusations get thrown out there so that everybody has the truth. We did inquire an engineer, spent $5,000 on it. Blueprints have been sent to the county inspector, Jerry, and those have been sent to Kim. In that what Mr. Tom was reading, I did go up and ask for an extension. I thought by going up there personally, I'd have to sign something, or she just wanted to know the engineer that was doing it. So apparently there was a confusion, but I did go up in person and ask for the extension. I also did call Tom's office and let him know that as well, and then that's when he directed me to talk to Kim. So I don't want you to think that I didn't ask for an extension. I did. The fees were assessed. It's just under $1,000. My husband and I just plan on paying that ourselves. In moving forward, of course, you know, the 4-month mark would have been the end of September, and now at this point it goes to the Planning Commission. The Planning Commission looks at it. It's non-transient housing. He's done all the codes and everything. Now it's just a waiting game of doing its due process. Then I will file for the permit. I can't file for a permit right now for the tent to be temporary storage while we build a pole barn type facility to be able to get rid of all the cargo containers. I can't file a permit with people still in it. It's not because I don't want to file a permit. I would like to, but it'll be denied because they're still in it. So I'm doing my due diligence. Again, and I've stated this before, we were never going to have a mission of doing transitional housing or a shelter. We were always under the assumption that Share the Warmth was going to do a full-time shelter. They've been saying it since we've opened Camp Hope. We waited, because the last thing we wanted to do was to kick everybody out and then they'd be back on your trails, and then we would be putting that on the police. Now someone would say, well, that's not up for you to decide, you were breaking the ordinance. But I don't know about all of you, but God would not approve. So I've always just tried to do what the best thing was for this community. I know that business owners downtown were very happy that a lot of them are now over there. I know Apple Run is not happy, but it wasn't our homeless that was up there in their apartment. But see, that's what people do, is that they just think that people who commit crimes are homeless, instead of actually doing the research and finding out that the majority of the crimes committed in this county are people with homes. So we're trying to solve that. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there any more public comment? Thank you all for speaking. We will close the podium and move on to the consent agenda. Okay, questions, comments about the consent agenda? I would like to hear more about this MSCPA appointment.
Yeah, I have no particular thoughts about it, I guess, but I request that we move it to new business F. We can deal with that.
Sounds good. That's a motion, I'm assuming?
Yes. Second.
Seconded by Councilman Bentley. No, consent agenda items I don't think need a motion technically. Just request? Yes. Okay, so G will go to, sorry, Roman numeral 5G will go to Roman numeral 9F. Any other questions or comments on the consent agenda? All set. I'll entertain a motion.
Support?
Motion on the floor to accept the consent agenda from Councilman Morrissey, seconded by Councilman Flynn. Any discussion? Could I have a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Councilperson Bruns,
Yes.
Flynn,
Yes.
Morrissey,
Yes.
Soha,
Yes.
Stuchel,
Yes.
Wolfram,
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Valentinelli.
Yes.
And Councilperson Eklund.
Yes.
6-0, please.
Thank you. We will move on to Roman numeral 6, communications petitions. Letter A is BPU hydrant flushing notice. Anything to add about this? Sunday, October 12th, from 8 a.m. On the 12th to 2 a.m. on the morning of the 13th.
Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes.
Just a quick question for the city manager. With the fire hydrant flushing on the 12th and then the brush pickup on the 13th, will they get in the way of each other?
They should not, as they're two different departments, and they start at different areas.
Well, that's what I meant. I just meant logistically, if they're gonna be picking up brush and then there's a hydrant right there that's being flushed, then you gotta miss.
There shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, for the public, if you see sediment or cloudiness in your water, run it until it's clear. Don't drink that, of course. And the other thing that seems relevant is you shouldn't see a long-term drop in the water pressure due to that, just a few minutes at worst. Okay, letter B, fall brush and leaf collection information. Okay, you want me to just read this, Jason, or you want to add something? Yes, so fall brush collection will begin at 7 a.m. on Monday, October 13th. Oh, just checking, okay. Place the material on the curb, limbs less than 8 feet in length and up to 8 inches in diameter. So no logs, just brush. No stumps, large trunks, stones, or dirt will be picked up. And then if you miss that, the brush site is available through November 17th. Hours are 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. They're closed Saturday and Sunday. And that's on Waterworks Avenue. Anything to add from council on brush collection? Okay, so get your brush out by Monday, October 13th at 7 a.m. We'll move on to letter C. Halloween trick-or-treating times. We'll just see the Railroad Fest. Does someone have those?
6 to 8 p.m. on Halloween.
6 to 8 p.m. on Halloween?
Yes.
Oh, there it is, the resolution. Okay. Yep, 6 to 8 p.m. Looking forward to seeing you all out there. Letter D, Hillsdale Railroad Festival flyer. I think this is kind of the first of its kind. So this Saturday, October 11th, the city of Hillsdale Renaissance is sponsoring an event. What's the train? Is it Indiana Rails. So they'll take you to a farm in Reading. The rides are between noon and 6 p.m. I think are there 4 departures? So you can pick your departure time. They'll take you to Reading, and then you can come back every about an hour and a half, I think is what I read. And then when that is ending at 6 p.m., the last ride will come home around 6. There will be a block party downtown again from 5:30 to 9 p.m. There'll be music, food trucks, street vendors, train display, local artists, and then at the Reading farm there will be corn maze, crafts, concessions, face painting, and more. It says you have a 1-hour layover to enjoy the activities there. Anything to add on the block party or the train event? I think, are tickets sold out?
Not for the,
So tickets are not sold out for the event on the 11th, where you're going to Reading.
tickets are sold out for the following weekend, which is the
Okay.
inbound train coming from Pleasant Lake, Indiana.
Okay.
So for the short excursions, you should just be able to show up. As far
Okay,
as I know,
great.
they don't have tickets online that have been
Okay.
sold out for that. So
And I think it was $20 or $25 for the train ride?
I think you're right. I'd have to look at their website again.
Okay.
But and it's so like you said, the times are right. There are going to be between 4 to 6 trips out there, and the block party will be from 5 to 8. I do want to note it's on Hillsdale Street, so it's down near the
pointed
rail
that way.
yard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not downtown. So.
Okay, Hillsdale Street for the block party. Not that you'll miss it when you get off the train. Okay, chili cook-off event. This is 4 to 8 p.m. in the courthouse lot on October 25th. Sponsored by Maggie Ann's, Christy Clemens, City of Hillsdale, Hillsdale Business Association, Dawson Asphalt. So come, what's the reward? Is there a grand prize? I don't see anything about that. Okay, but chili cook-off, 4 to 8 p.m. on October 25th in the courthouse parking lot. Anything from council? Bragging rights, yeah. We struck letter F, sent that to committee. So letter G, a update from Commissioner Ingles. Hi Commissioner, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. Thank you, City Manager. Two of the committees that I'm on as County Commissioner are Michigan Works Southeast Consortium, also the EDP, which is the Economic Development Partnership, but for Hillsdale County. There are three events coming up that are important for our community. KFC opens on October 21, and interviews begin Thursday, October 9th at Michigan Works Southeast on Care Drive. In order to have your interview, you need to schedule an appointment in advance, so please do contact Michigan Works Southeast for that appointment. That will be on October 9th. Also on October 9th, the EDP, in partnership with Michigan Works Southeast, will be having a manufacturing day that's held on Thursday. The manufacturing day is for students to attend and visit local businesses. The idea is to expose the students to the businesses and what goes on and how it works and so on. Students from Reading, Camden Furnier, and Will Carlton will be attending. I understand there'll be 160 students participating in this event. Some of the sponsoring businesses that will be hosting the students are Martin Ria, Fairway Products, Richcraft, Metal Technologies, Hillsdale Terminal, and Jonesville Pick 2. They then will follow with a luncheon at Camp Nishindo, which will have a panel discussion and questions for the students. So this will be a very big event. They've done it, this is an annual event that happens, and it's well received, both from the businesses that have a chance to show off what they do, as well as the feedback from the students. In addition, from Michigan Works Southeast, I receive a weekly report on the update of job postings in our county. And currently there are 96 full-time and part-time jobs available right now in Hillsdale County. Some of the businesses that are seeking employment are Continental Bank, The Third, Hillsdale Hospital, Meyer, Walmart, Taco Bell. There's a variety of positions and locations, and this week there are 96 full-time and part-time jobs available. What Michigan Works offers for employers are qualified talent. They help employers fill thousands of positions each year. They have grant opportunities to offset the cost to expand and train your workforce. There are training grants available for new employees. Also, there's corporate assistant programs where they navigate the financial hardships with expert counseling. And so if a business is having struggles, there are pathways and avenues to help assist them navigate those waters. There's free job postings, which is what I'm talking about with the 96. They share job opportunities for free with Michigan Talent, and they post the jobs for them. To learn more about Michigan Works, please do contact at 21 Care Drive. You can go through their website as well, which is mwse.org. And that completes my update for now. If you have any questions, please, I'm happy to answer your questions.
Any questions? Councilman Soha.
Could you give us an update on the extension? What the county commissioners on the courthouse extension annex?
The annex. Right now, we have plans at the architect. We have not received those plans yet with engineering, so really we're in a holding pattern.
To clarify, just with the arrangements with the owner and the commissioners and the different options you have to continue renting or to leave. What decision?
Board of Commissioners at their last meeting voted to accept the terms of the current lease, which means that the lease arrangement will end with the county and Hillsdale Renaissance in October of 2028. Is that what you're looking for?
Anything else? Councilman Bentley.
And then the Lifeways piece, Care Drive.
We're working on plans for that. It's very involved with Lifeways. They are a current tenant, and they have access, and they're a good tenant paying rent, and the plan is for them to be good tenants. What they are going to do, I don't know. They have talked about building a building. We all read the paper every day. There's federal funding that's maybe in question. I think that there's a lot of I don't know out there right now. And so when you ask that question, we've talked about this in the past, and the plan is for the district court to go to 25 Care Drive. But how that mechanism is going to come together is a great question. And it's something that's to be determined. Stay tuned. This commissioner is chairman of the facilities committee. I'm moving full steam ahead. I'm working on the plans to get the architect and the engineering's drawings so that we can move forward and accomplish the movement from district court to 25 Care Drive. That is the plan. And that fits together with Councilperson Sohat's question about the ending date of district court at the annex. That ending date is October of 28, so we've got, we're October of 25. We've got 3 years to make that happen. And my intention as commissioner and as chairman of the committee is to make that happen.
Thank you. Anything else?
Remembering though that I'm on the 5. So, anyway, we'll move forward the best we can.